Okay guys, so today we're gonna be playing Fortnite. Okay guys, so today I'm gonna just show you how to build the Vekoma build roller coaster. So first what you're gonna want to do is you start up NoLimits 2. God damn. Once you've gotten NoLimits 2 open, you're gonna go to editor, and you're gonna make a new park. Once you've gotten your park, you're gonna make a new coaster, and you're gonna make sure it's it's called something that you want to make sure its name. Yes. Okay, and then you're gonna click coaster properties, and then the first thing is you're gonna make sure you go to colors, and then set everything to red. Because that's what Kentucky Kingdom would have wanted. Once you've got everything selected as red, then you're gonna want to go to the most important step. And well, actually, before you do that, let's make sure we have a Vekoma SLC. The suspended. No, shoot, darn it, inverted. No, there we go. Yeah, and make sure it's rested so that it looks just like the quality of old generation Vekomas did. Once you've done that, then and then you're gonna make sure that this is the most important thing. Physics mode, NoLimits 1.0, because it says not recommended. So you're gonna do exactly the opposite. And then down here, you're gonna make sure you go to custom center of rails, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that the center of rails is set absolutely nowhere near where the actual center of rails should be. Make sure it's set 50 feet apart from the center. Once you've done that, then you can start on designing your coaster. So first what you're going to do is you're going to start a vertex. You're going to make sure you've got a station. You want to make sure it's very straight, and since the track is over there, you're going to make sure that the station is not is straight, very straight. So make sure you insert some vertexes. Insert some vertexes and make the whole thing straight, whether it likes it or not. And then you're just gonna make sure that, you know, because stations generally look like this, so that's what your station should look like. Then make sure you add a start and stop to your station. Oh, I'm sorry, we forgot a very important step. Make sure your train is the longest possible train. And that it's running backwards. To ensure that your Vekoma SoC is extremely smooth, just because I said so. Now we're gonna make sure that the Vekoma SLC is smooth by making sure it stays very flat and banked, and that there is no fluctuation in the banking whatsoever, because we need an extremely smooth Vekoma SLC. In fact, this method that I'm showing you is the only possible way that we can have a smooth Vekoma SLC. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna select this big section right here, and you're gonna call it the station, and this station is station, and then make sure it's all red, because no other color in the alphabet matters. So then we're gonna make sure that there is nothing, and that people can't get on or off because they really wouldn't want to. Wait time, we don't want any type of stacking whatsoever. Make sure that this thing is dispatching every 10 seconds. Whether the people are on or off, it doesn't matter. Deceleration, make sure the brakes are squeezed closed as hard as physically possible. We need to make sure this thing's going extremely slowly, so set it to 2 miles per hour. And then make sure that your train fits inside the station. Mine does. If you need to add more cars, then feel free. Oh god damn. Okay, so once you've got your stuff set up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a very complex layout. You're gonna add a vertex here, 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 here. Then you're going to take this last one and drag it here. Then you're going to take this one and drag it here. Then you're going to take this one and drag it here. You're going to take this one, drag it here. This one over here. And then this one right here. And connect it. Extremely complicated layout. Now we're just going to make sure that all the vertexes, or all the vertices, are properly straight and aligned as they are, as it should be. So now that you have the layout done, it should look like this. Now what you're going to want to do is make sure that the train doesn't valley. So we're going to make sure we have the transport section. Make sure it's going very slowly. It's 2 miles per hour should be fine. Acceleration 8. Deceleration 8. Just in case we need to be able to access the thing, make sure you have all of the items selected for catwalks, because we need to make sure that everything is accessible. Oh yeah, it's also running backwards. Oh, that doesn't look good. See, this is why Vekoma SLCs are not smooth. You have to make sure that does happen, because that's what makes them smooth. Okay guys, and just to make sure we have a little bit of scenery and terrain going on, what we're going to do is we're going to go to 1 point influence, and then we're going to do modify height, and then do that. And then there you go. Now you have this. You're welcome. Okay guys, now it's time to theme this coaster accurately. So what we're going to do is we're going to yeah, we just gotta make sure that this coaster is themed extremely accurately to how it would be in real life. By that I mean we're gonna make this into a parking lot to make sure that everything is a parking lot. Everywhere around you is all shaded into a parking lot. A gigantic freaking parking lot, because that's what real coasters are like. Okay guys, now that everything's done, you're gonna freeze the coaster. But before the coaster is done freezing, you're actually gonna go to the underneath the video and click the subscribe button, because I said so. Now that the coaster is done, we're gonna go ahead and leave the editor and test it out. Okay guys, here we go. And just like that, it has been physically proven impossible to make a Vekoma SLC smooth. No matter what you do, Vekoma, just stick to your new gen models, for the love of God. Okay guys, so once you've tested your coaster and made sure that it works, make sure you close the park, quit NoLimits 2, then take NoLimits 2 and drag it into the recycling bin. Because after that, I should probably never touch this software ever again. Okay, you guys go and have yourself a nice April Fool's Day. Okay, bye.